All right, you're ready to go, Miss Judy.
Yes. Good morning, and hope everyone has had a good week and a good weekend. It was beautiful. Finally, cool enough to walk around. And anyway, so we'll begin with some warm-ups, and maybe even before the warm-ups, let's do a little bit of Tai Chi walking. And so to begin, I'll go as far back as I can, and that's about as far as I can get. Okay, so fully weighted on one foot. Step out with some distance between your feet. So it's not in front of your foot, there's a distance. And always focus on that, even when you're on your ordinary walking. This is part of fall prevention. Making sure that you don't put your full weight down and you don't shift weight until you know that you're okay. You're not stepping on something that's going to make your ankles twist, or you're not stepping off a sidewalk or whatever. Or on a toy, in case you have grandchildren, or a dog toy, or a kitty cat that likes to get underfoot. So when I didn't actually demonstrate what I'm doing. So I'm stepping forward, putting my full weight on the front foot. I'm going to do this as a Tai Chi type of walk that is, normally this is not what we do in our Tai Chi, but you swivel on the foot, a little bit at an angle, step in. Step out, again, distance between your feet. Not step out too far forward, but your feet are not, when you come back, then you bring your foot in, but then there's a distance, horizontal distance, not just I guess horizontal makes no sense. Okay, I don't know how to express it. If anyone can come up with a better way of saying it. Okay, now we're going to go backwards. Same idea. Step back on the ball of your foot, heel, and then put your whole weight on that back foot. Step back, whole ball of the foot, heel, glide onto that other foot. When you're fully weighted on this other foot, then you can pick up your front foot, but not before then. And this is especially important if you're moving around in a small room and you're trying to step back, but you don't want to fall over something. It's really good on cracked sidewalks, places where there are roots sticking up and stuff like that. But you really, really don't want to, well, that's one of the ways to make sure that you don't fall. Another one is make sure that you have visibility, that you're not blocking your view. It's the number one way I tend to fall, when I carry something and I don't see where I'm stepping. Okay, stepping. We're going to do some side stepping. So feet together, step out, shift weight onto that foot, bring the other foot in, not all the way. You still want to have space between your feet. Shift the weight over to the other foot, step out. Step in. You can take one more step. And the other way. Step in. And we'll do one more weight shifting or transfer of weight, and really transferring your weight from this foot onto this foot. So transfer of weight is one of the important principles of Tai Chi, is to safely transfer your weight, never being off balance, truly off balance. And step it. We can also move a little bit, rocking back and forth. So you're putting your foot forward, pulling weight out on that front foot. Hand up, front hand up. As you shift your weight, the other hand goes up. This is kind of like the arm, the wrist practice that we've been doing with Diane. Step in, step out with the other foot. And step in. All right, let's go ahead and do the regular warm-ups. Focusing on slow, smooth, and continuous and against resistance. Breathing in as you gather air and breathing out. Another principle that we'll focus on is elongating the spine. So you're elongating your spine whenever you're pushing against your chin, pushing against resistance. This time, come out with your left hand, looking at your palm. Your torso is facing forward. And always make sure you're only going to within 70% of your range of motion. I can definitely feel my neck warming up as I do. It's always stiff in the morning. You can go a little further each time. Okay, let's do 2 for the shoulders. Gently rolling forward. And rolling back. Opening up the joint, but again, just keep it to a comfortable level. You don't want to overdo. The other thing I didn't talk about is having safe footwear that won't trip you or fall off your feet. Lifting the chi, bringing it back. And this is another one where you don't want to raise your arms so that they're too high. You want to keep your shoulders relaxed. And also you want to make sure that you don't hurt yourself if you have any shoulder joint problems. Okay, so those were 2 for the shoulders. And separating earth and sky. Bringing up the chi, you don't Be very high. And just feel as if you bring it up from your nose to your forehead. You're kind of lifting your whole head, and the crown of your head is going to the sky or the ceiling. Your spine elongates. That's the thing you're focusing on. Elongating your spine, little space between each of your vertebrae. At least it feels that way. It's a nice stretch. Okay. Again, holding the ball. Roll the ball and move towards your top elbow. You're moving with your whole torso. I'm gonna paste my hands in front of my belly button. You can see that I'm not moving a thing to my hands. It's my torso that's moving. I'm pushing this knee forward, moving that direction, pushing the other knee forward, moving in the other direction. Always making sure that I maintain a horse riding stance, which means I don't allow my knees to collapse in. Okay, so roll the ball, going the other way. If anybody knows what bird that is, please let me know, okay? Open and close. Okay, and then the next one is for the hips. So you're standing fully weighted on your right leg, right foot. You let your hands rise, and as they come back and down, pushing back against an invisible wall behind you. You can let your foot rest a second before you swing it forward. You don't have to do this in one step. You can go like that and then step back. And also, I didn't do one of the safety things. I didn't have a chair near me, but do have a chair where you can either sit down if you need to, or hold on. I'll do it that. So. It's really important that you not push yourself beyond your zone of comfort. And going the other way. One good thing about doing it this way is you're getting a lot of weight on one leg, which is, strengthens the bone mass, or as well as the muscles around the hips. Okay, and the lower back. All right, so that was one for the hips. The other one is where we're pushing out in one direction. One hand is at your elbow, but not touching it, but near it. The other one is pushing against this invisible wall right next to you and opening up your hips, your opposite. One last set. So those were two for the hips. And then we'll do 2 for the knees. So the first one, have a soft Tai Chi fists by your side, by your hips, and fully weighted on your right foot. Bring your knee up and extend. You can have your foot on the floor or in the air, whichever is comfortable. It's better to have it, you be balanced than try to have it up. And I know my right angle is weaker, so I'm not even gonna try. Or my right foot, whatever. One last one. I think it's the last set. Okay, and then we'll do the same idea for the knees, but this time we're going to actually go forward. So again, fully weighted on your right foot, Tai Chi fists by your side, step out with your heel, whole foot down, shift your weight to the front foot. You're still vertical, so you're not leaning forward. You're never leaning forward in Tai Chi. And punch out with the opposite hand. Think of it as the energy coming up from the ground through your body and out. And you're bringing back the energy. And a couple more. And then the last one is hands on Dantian. And heel, toe. And shift to the other side. Feel yourself really settling in, as if you were sitting on a high stool. You're lowering your center of gravity, and it's just a more stable position. And then the same thing, but this time in and out. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do is some hand exercises. We've done the wrists, but the hand exercises this time we'll do open hands halfway, all the way up, open, close, halfway down, all the way down, halfway up, all the way up, open, close, halfway down, all the way down, halfway up, all the way up, open, and close. And one more time, halfway down, all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, open, and close. Okay. So shake out. And we will do the Tai Chi for arthritis. Now, I have the music, so I'm going to play it. Let me know if it's too loud. Okay. Commence form. Single whip, you're stepping out, push your hand out, turn, follow your palms or your hands. Waving hands in clouds. Open and close. Single whip. Open and close. Brush knee and push to the left. Playing the lute. Parry. Parry. Punch. Block and close. Carry tiger up the mountain. Open and close. Parry. Parry. Punch. Lock and close. Carry tiger up the mountain. Open and close. Brush knee and push. Leisurely tying coat. Open and close. Single whip to the back. Punch under elbow. Brush knee and push to the back. Brush knee and push to the front. Brush knee and push to the left. Step back. Leisurely tying coat. Open and close. Brush knee and push to the left again. Leisurely tying coat. Always follow step. Open and close. Single with the back going to the right. Punch under elbow. Brush knee and push to the back. Brush knee and push to the front. Repulse the monkey, really. Brush knee and push to the right. Leisurely try and go. Open and close and reach forward. And as you bring your hands down, you rise and heels together. We're finished. Okay. Any questions?
I got it right that time on both sides.
Great. Any questions from anybody?
No,
Okay,
just glad to be here. That's all.
glad you're here. I actually
Yes,
Good to see you.
Daphne.
I can't actually see you, and furthermore, you're under my name, so I've always that.
Daphne.
Daphne.
I'm under your name. I am.
How are you doing? Oh,
I'm
Daphne,
good. I'm good. I am good.
Did you hear the bird that was whistling outside?
I can't identify it. I did hear it.
Darn! I was hoping. Gosh, the very person I'm counting on. Okay,
Oh, well, next time.
all right. It's okay, but it's always there whenever we do Tai Chi.
Good.
It's like
Tai Chi bird.
Yes, it's a Tai Chi bird. Okay. Any specific questions, Daphne? It's been a while. Or have you been?
No, I'm just ready to get back in. So I'm rusty, rusty Daphne.
Mary, do you have any specific questions that you want me to go over?
Well, I'm still struggling with the, it's that last part where we're doing the turns.
Is it repulse the monkey? Yeah, the repulsing the monkey in
No,
two
I'm
different
okay.
directions.
I'm
Not
okay
that
that
one?
far. It's after we punch the elbow from there on.
That is repulsing monkey.
Oh, well, then I'm
After you
missing it.
punch under the elbow, you go into repulse monkey,
Okay, well,
which is
I-
really a it's just a
So-
glorified name for brush knee and push.
okay, well, I'm doing,
Your
I
brush
thought it was brush knee, so I've been doing brush knee.
It is.
Okay.
Essentially it's brush knee and push,
Okay,
but it's called repulse the monkey
yeah, well, it's
because
those,
you're going in three different directions. So monkeys
Right.
are coming at you from two different directions. That's why.
and that's the,
But it really is
that's
repulsing.
that's the challenge I'm
I mean,
having, is
because,
those different directions. I'm still having challenge with my foot placement.
Right. So let me go over the foot placement. Does that work for everybody?
Yes.
We'll work on the foot placement. Okay. So I'll do it just going to the second side, the right
Okay.
side. Okay. So I'm going to start with open and close and single whip back to the right. Okay. Open and close. So single whip, you're stepping back toward the right, slightly back, not much. But the whip goes to the left. You know, your hand actually opens up, but you're looking more to the left. Your weight is on the right. Okay, then you're bringing your hand in and your toe simultaneously, your left toe. You're shifting your weight to the left toe, which will get you a nice balance. Then when you punch under elbow, you step forward with on your heel, you punch under elbow, your weight is on the right foot. But in order to get going to the back, you really do have to put your weight back on the left foot and bring your right foot to face to the back. Now you can do this all in one fell swoop, or if you want to be careful with your hips or your knees, you can do it in little bits. Like shift your weight to the right foot, bring your left foot further on the diagonal, shift your weight back onto your left foot, and now you're probably pretty comfortable about facing 180 degrees from the original way that you were facing. So you're facing back to the back. And then you put your arms are out for brush knee and push, follow step. But then you want to get yourself all the way to the back. So you're going to have to do something, right? And the thing you're going to do is put your weight kind of at an angle, put your foot at an angle so you can put your weight on it. And then that other foot that's all the way facing to the back, you'll get as pigeon-toed as you can. So it's, when you get back your weight on there, this left foot is no longer facing that way. It's now easy to have it go to the front. And then you have a follow step. Okay, should we do that again? Let's just do the footing. Let's forget about the hands, although it always helps to know what your hands are doing. Okay, so we got punch under elbow, but again, your weight is on that front foot. You can't do a thing with it, so you have to get your weight onto the back, the other foot. And either go straight to the over, or just put your weight on it, on the front, on this foot. Bring the other foot to face more diagonally. And that way, when you put your weight back on this foot now, it's not a big deal anymore to step so that you're facing to the back. And then you put your weight on it with a follow step. So it's brush knee and push with a follow step. So you want to go to the other direction. You'll put your weight on that left foot. Bring the right foot in as if you were pigeon-toed, in a pigeon-toed position. And put your full weight on that foot. You can move your left foot now to the front, to face front, and follow step. So that was your second brush knee and push. And finally, you're going to want to go that direction. Well, you can't because you're standing on the foot that needs to move that, you can't do that. So you're going to shift your weight to your back foot again, your right foot. Turn your foot in that direction. And now, well, kind of diagonally. Now you can step out, brush knee, and push. Follow step. Okay, does that make sense? I mean, I don't know how much sense it makes the way I showed it.
Yeah, that does. Can you just go ahead and do that at speed?
Excuse me?
Can you just go ahead and do that whole routine from that we usually
Sure.
practice, so we can practice?
So we'll begin with single whip to the back, going right. Okay? Single whip to the back. This is what's called a 3-point balance. You turn your hand, turn your palm, so it's and you punch under elbow. Brush knee and push to the back. Repulse monkey to the back. Repulse monkey to the front. Turn your toe, in that direction. You can shift weight again. So repulse monkey to the right. And that's your last repulse monkey or brush knee and push. And this time you bring your arm up, you step back on that, with the left foot, put your weight on the left foot as you bring the chi down to your dantian. You turn your palms up, bring the palms to your heart, and step out, follow step, step back for leisurely flying coat, follow step, and you're gonna want to turn to the front. So here you are facing to the right. The simplest thing is to just swivel on your free foot. This is a free foot, right? There's no weight on it. I'm just going to swivel on the ball of the foot so it faces that direction. I'm going to put my weight on this left foot, swivel on the heel of the right foot, and I'm now facing front. Open and close, and to complete it, you reach and you bring your arms to your sides, bring the chi back, and you're standing up and closing the heels. That's the last thing. If you want to, you can close your heels so that you end up in a V like you began if you started that way. It's not essential, it's just kind of the way people do it. It's nice. You don't have to do that. Okay, any other questions or? Okay, let's start from the first leisurely, first single whip to the back, going left. So we'll go through the whole thing twice, once to the left and once to the right. And I'll put the music back on. Single whip to the back, to the left. Punch under elbow. Brush knee and push to the back. Brush knee and push to the front. Brush knee and push to the left. Leisurely tying coat. Open and close. And we repeat going to the left. Leisurely tying coat to the left and brush knee and push, and then leisurely tying coat. This begins the very last part. Open and close. Single whip to the back, going. Right. Punch under elbow. Repulse monkey to the back. Repulse monkey to the front. Brush knee and push to the right. Leisurely tying coat. Okay, how did that feel? Did that feel better?
Yeah, that's better. I wasn't getting that last part, that part of the monkey where you shifted feet. So I was always on putting the wrong foot forward.
It's so easy to do that.
Yeah.
It's really, really easy to do that. To get on the wrong footing.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the fit at the end, one of my teachers really emphasized how important the finishing is. That you basically, that's when you kind of bring in all of the chi and you kind of really settle back. So I'll go over that because I was not doing it right. I noticed that I was doing it with a big flourish. Well, that doesn't do a thing for the chi. So I'll do this. I'll face you, but
Good.
normally I face away from you. So when you're finished with your last brush knee and push and leisurely tying coat, and you're back in the front, you're going open and close and reach and bring the chi in, and you're rising as it comes in. Your heels go together. I noticed that Dr. Lamb actually puts his heels together ahead of time. He kind of cheats or whatever. Maybe that's fine. In any case, so when he comes back from the single whip and all of that, the monkeys, and the last leisurely tying coat, as soon as he gets to the front, he closes his heels up into a V. And then he's down here, and then he's down here, reach, and finish. And you focus that your spine is elongated, your chin is tucked in, etc. So kind of push yourself back in the original position. And you do that very mindfully, so it's not like, oh, but it's over. It's really a very important part of the move. Okay, so, well, would you prefer to go over the whole thing from the beginning rather than do the Qigong?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, all right, we'll start from the beginning. Any questions, any other questions? One of the things that I learned from my Tai Chi teacher that had been teaching me since 2009, so you'd think by now I would have learned this, is the single whip. It's right in the beginning, you think it's so easy, but I guess I just never quite got it. So she said that when we go forward, you're stepping out. I'm going to do it facing you, the single whip. So let's say we're going out to the right, my right. You're pushing your hand forward. You're not going very far out. So it's just a little step to the right, and your toe is very slightly turned out, really almost parallel to the other foot, just slightly turned out. And as you're moving forward onto that foot, you're pushing the hands out. When it's all the way out, that's when you turn it out. And you follow that. You're opening up your hands, you're following it. The hand moves the other direction over to the left. So it's what your feet do that says it's moving to the right or left. What your hands do have nothing to do with it. It's always the feet. So this was a single whip right, even though our hands are truly opening up toward the left. Okay. And then it's like a stretch. You're stretching the rubber band. You're feeling that whole stretch, she says, from within. And then you release that stretch so you can bring your hand in and your foot and move for waving hands in clouds. Okay. And as always, you're moving your whole torso. You're really not just moving your arms. The arms are really only going up and down, essentially. Okay. So I guess I'll start it over because I'm so used to. Okay. Commence form. Single whip to the right. Open and close. Single whip to the left. Release. Hands waving in clouds. Open and close. Brush knee and push. Playing the lute. Parry. Parry. Punch. Lock and close. Carry tiger up the mountain. Open and close. Brush knee and push to the right. Oops, sorry. Playing the lute. Parry. Parry. Punch. Lock and close. Carry tiger up the mountain. Open and close. Brush knee and push. Step back with your left foot, reach with the right. Bring the chi to your dantian for leisurely flying coat. Open and close. Single whip to the back. Punch under elbow. Repulse monkey to the back. Repulse monkey to the front. Brush knee and push to the left. Leisurely flying float. Open and close, and we'll repeat this. Single. No. Oh yeah, sorry. Brush knee and push to the left. Leisurely flying coat. Open and close. Single whip to the right and back. Punch under elbow. Brush knee and push to the back. Brush knee and push to the front. Brush knee and push to the right. Open and close. Reach and rise as you finish. Okay. Guess it's time to cool down. Is it coming back, Daphne?
It is. It is. It's better.
Good. I was wondering if your computer, well, obviously it's working just fine.
Yeah, it was me that wasn't working. I've been working in the yard in the cool part of the day.
Yes, morning isn't an ideal time to do this if you also want to work in the yard.
Right. A little conflict there.
Yeah. Okay, and gather some chi. And just let it go. And raise the chi one more time. Bringing it back. And share it. And bring some of it back. And then feet together. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
It's always delightful to see you Mondays. So we'll do it again next Monday. I'll be leading, and I think Diane expected to have her computer all hooked up by, to their new provider.
Oh, really?
Hopefully, of course, she's not holding her breath, but
Good.
Well, this worked out really well. I don't know how you're being outside. It's so cold.
excuse me.
I don't know how you're being outside. It's so cold.
Oh, well, I'm moving. I'm actually very warm. I love being
I warmed up inside. I'm more than warm now inside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, have a great week.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Stay
You too.
healthy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie or Liz.
Jackie. I'll see you at 11, Judy.
Yes. Oh, you're doing the workshop?
Yes.
Okay, great.